Hi, my name is Mary. I love learning about personal finance, and I'm bringing you along on that journey. Now, for the second video of Beyond Wealth, I wanted to talk about another favorite book of mine, which is The Psychology of Money. The reason why this book is so special to me, it's because it has done a very incredible thing to explain complicated, complex statements into very simple words. And that's exactly why I wanted to bring it to discuss here with you guys. It's also a very behavioral type of book. It explains money in a very behavioral way. And I think that's fantastic. When we understand the impact of our actions, we can do better, especially when it comes to money. So, one of the first things the author talks about is the fact that even people who are very smart, even people who are very intelligent in their own professions, in their own lives, make bad decisions around money. This could be doctors, lawyers, engineers, nurses, teachers. Everybody that is smart can make a bad decision around money because of their behavior. This is a very interesting fact, and it happens for many, many reasons. We live in a world where, of course, we suffer from comparison, which is, again, the thief of joy. And not only do we compare our lives to other people's lives, we compare our wallets, our portfolios, our bank statements to other people's lives as well. So there are then a few reasons why this happens. So some people can become greedy. They want more money and more money and more money, and it never stops. And I feel like this is incredibly related to lifestyle inflation. Let's say you got a raise from your job, or you have some extra side hustle you're working on. Now, all of a sudden, you need to buy a new car. All of a sudden, you need to go on another vacation. All of a sudden, you need to do something else that you didn't necessarily did before. But just because you have that extra income, you feel the need to do so to impress other people, to impress yourself, to say you've deserved it. And again, I'm not one of those incredibly stingy people who say never spend when you have done something incredible and you want to celebrate. Not at all. That is not what I'm saying. But there are limits to this, okay? Now, also, a lot of people make bad decisions around money because, well, they get stressed. They see the markets fluctuate, they get very stressed and panicky, and they have no idea what to do. Now, I'm sure you already know, I'm sure you've heard this somewhere, that when the markets are acting up, when the markets are not amazing, they're not great, they're not growing at the pace that we expected, or they're even losing value, right? When some stocks or some funds are cheaper, they are losing value, that is then the perfect time to invest and not sell our stocks, not sell our portfolio. But of course, a lot of people, they start to panic, they start to become extremely nervous, and they do exactly the opposite. All right? Now, of course, there are many, many other factors, but I can only think about status also. Status is something very interesting that gives you the illusion that if you have more money, you have more status. Now, of course, this is, again, another psychological term, but it can happen. It can happen, and some people have that notion. And, one thing leads to the other, and you end up spending more than what you wanted to, spending more than what you have to appear something that you're not. Now, after this brief explanation on why even smart people make bad decisions around money, it's time for the author to talk about two very important concepts, which is the difference between being rich and wealthy. Now, someone who's rich, well, they earn a very high income, right? So, this is then your salary, your side hustles, every stream of income that is then considered to be high. But someone who is wealthy, well, they own a significant amount of assets. All right. It's all about asset owning. Now, this could be a home, This could be a car, but probably a very expensive one. This could be years of saving and investing. So this is then considered to be a wealthy person. And I thought this concept was so interesting because it just gives you the right type of focus. Like, do you want to be rich or do you want to be wealthy? Right? it just it just provokes something in me. Like I want to be wealthy. I don't know about you, but I'd like to be wealthy. Right. So after that, after we talked about why even smart people make bad decisions, after we understand the difference between rich and wealth, the author then dives into the topic of the psychology of money. And there are two main key concepts that I wanted to talk to you about today that really illustrate this book in the best way possible. One of them is then the power of patience. Why is it so hard to be patient? I don't know about you guys. I struggle to be patient a lot. I want things to be done like yesterday. For example, I'm learning a new language and um it's one of the things that either you put in the work all the time because when you're learning language you have to put in the work all the time. Whether you're studying, whether you are trying a new word with someone, whether you're putting yourself in uncomfortable positions to be considered dumb because you don't get it at the first time. But that's the thing, that's the same thing that happens with money. You have to just keep on investing, keep on saving, keep on reading books about financial education, financial literacy, listening to podcasts about financial literacy, talking to friends that know about it, trying to know like all the time. And it takes time to grow your money. It takes def- several income streams or just one if you prefer. It takes knowing what to do with it. So you've probably have learned about it, studied about it, and it takes time, which is then very connected to compound interest. It's only time that makes your money possibly grow if you invest it, but it takes time. It's not going to be like you probably if you earn money very quickly, like you save today or you invest today and you earn it tomorrow, you're probably stuck in a scam. And that's not a good thing. Um, so I think the power of patience is just like one of those very like hard to assimilate kind of concepts that is like, okay, I'm not going to have what I need today, so I'm probably going to have to wait. And if I have to wait, that probably means I'm going to be bored. I'm going to have moments where I want it right now. I'm going to have moments of doubt and uncertainty, and I have to keep going nevertheless. Now, the second key aspect I really want to talk about is the difference between enough versus more. Now, this one hits right on the nail for me. I love shopping. I love taking care of my hair. I love doing my nails. I love buying earrings. I love buying makeup. I love spending when it comes to personal development, when it comes to looking good, feeling good as well. But I have to understand when enough is enough and when I want more, right? I will use this as an example. I've always wanted to create a YouTube channel, and I'm doing that just right now. A YouTube channel about growing money, personal development, all the things, good things, positive things, abundant things. And I thought, oh my God, I need to get a tripod, then I need to get a camera, then I need to get guys, literally filming on my phone, okay, with a bunch of books stacked up with my ring light. I'm working with what I got. I'm not working with nothing else because I don't need it. And I feel like sometimes we need to ask ourselves, do we actually need it? Is it enough with what I have right now? Because if it's not, like, just be satisfied with what you have. And I think a lot of that applies with many, many things we have in our lives. For example, a birthday party, right? Do I need a very extravagant birthday party? Do I need a very extravagant wedding? Oh, we're going there. We're going there. Do I need it? Who do I need to invite? How many people? Do I really need bridesmaids? Again, guys, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. There are so many expenses, so many money moves that we don't need to make, that we need to seriously ask ourselves, do I actually need this? And I feel like one of the greatest ways to stop this is some people use this rule where, let's say, they are, going online shopping and they have this list there, this wish list. They wait up to 28 hours. No, 48 hours. They wait up until 48 hours to see if they really want to buy that item. I think that's a great way to go about it. Because if I still want it after 2 days, or if you could stretch it out after 2 weeks, maybe that's a bit much. After a week, like, okay, I really need this. And if I really need this, can I afford it now? Okay, because if I can't, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna use the power of patience. Even though it's not easy, even though I really want this right now, you have to ask yourself. Now, of course, some things you really want it right now. Some things are emergencies, some things are necessary. Um, but others, in my opinion, not so much. That's it, you guys. I wanted to keep this video as short as possible while I talked about the psychology of money. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you thought about this book if you have read it. If not, I highly encourage you to do so. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for sticking along.